With Halloween coming up, I am just really in like a fall mood. I'm having visions of Sims houses with pumpkins on the porch. Like, I just really want to build something like that. Okay, and we have a guest. I think she's a bit interested in the ghost pillow, and I don't blame her. I am also excited about Halloween. Okay, she's on the desk now. I found a couple of reference photos for the kind of house that I want to build. These are actually the same photo twice, I think, just with different color schemes, but I liked the shape of this house. And I also think the color scheme, like the reddish colors, the orange tones with the wood, feels like it's gonna fit really well for this. I'm gonna do it with just the base game and the seasons pack so that hopefully it's a little bit more easy to download. Oh my god, what is she doing? She's like moving all around. I think the cat has actually left the room now. She's abandoned us. When I say that I was inspired by the thought of pumpkins on the porch, I am not kidding, by the way. I am like fully intending to build this entire house just so I can like line up some pumpkins along the porch. Sort of like those pictures on Pinterest where they just have pumpkins like all the way up the front steps. That's what I want it to look like. You know, in hindsight, I will say that I didn't really think through how I was gonna pull this off. I mean, I guess it's just gonna look like this. I sort of wish that this dormer was like further forward or something, but not that much further forward. I wish you could use half tiles for this, because the one in this picture is really small, but you can't really do that. You can't have like a half height wall. I say that as I'm grabbing a half wall to put a chimney, but you can't have like a half height floor. Like, I can't make this second floor shorter. We do actually have a pretty cool like trim piece. This isn't supposed to be put on walls that are this short, and I don't even know if it's gonna look good here, but it does exist. I was more just intending to use like the doors and windows from Seasons though, because I love the shape of these and the color scheme is really good. There's just so many windows and doors that came with Seasons. Like, there's actually a fully complete set. Sometimes the pack windows and doors feel kind of lacking. Like, I only have a couple variants when I really need a bunch of variants, but we really do not have that problem with Seasons. Like, there is every size and shape and also almost swatch that you could ever need. So they are really useful for builds like this. It even has columns. Like, it's got everything. Although I will say, I kind of wish these columns were like a little bit different. I don't know if you can see, but in this picture, they have like a more substantial wooden part to the column. Like, it's kind of tapered, and I think that looks a lot better than this, but this is okay. This will do. Okay, maybe I also think this porch is a bit too big, but then like, is the roof too small? Does it look weird? Oh, and I want to put the columns up there, but like that looks weird because there's just a little tiny bit of the stone clipping. Should I make the roof a little bit taller? Does that hide it better? There's just like so much empty roof space over here though, and that's just not what I want it to look like. I am gonna use a bunch of these little pieces. Oh, maybe that's too big. Okay, maybe I'll size that down a third time. It looks like maybe it's a little bit too much. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying to try and place. Okay, you can do it like this. As long as it like, this is so weird. It like slotted lower on this side. Oh, that's in the wrong place. Okay, weird. Is that right? I think that's in the right place. We did actually get like a little tiny chimney, so I can put that cap on top of our chimney, and then it'll actually have smoke and stuff coming out of it. But real quick, before we get too far along with this, I want to tell you a little bit about our sponsor today, Casetify. I am not the kind of person that can be trusted with expensive technology, okay? I need to have a case on my phone. Thankfully, Casetify's cases are extremely good at protecting my phone. They have this new EcoShock technology that's optimized drop protection. They say it protects your phone up to 11.5 feet drop height. Now, I don't really intend to drop my phone from 11 feet in the air to test this, but that is a very good sign. Their cases are also 5 times the military standard, which means that they've drop tested it 130 times just to make sure that EcoShock protection doesn't wear off. That is the kind of protection promise that a person like me needs, okay? And even with them being that protective, their cases are still super slim and super sleek. They also have basically endless print options on their website. There are so many cute ones. You can also customize a ton of their cases. Like, I got these two with my name on them. But most importantly to me, Casetify is also really committed to sustainability. They've got a program called Recasetify where they recycle old phone cases into new ones. So for example, this phone case that I've been using is made out of 65% recycled materials. It's actually really cool. You can like see the little bits of the old phone cases in the side there. Go take a look at their latest iPhone 14 Impact case series, but even if you're not planning on upgrading your iPhone, they have a ton of cases for earlier devices. So make sure you go to casetify.com/lilsimsie because you'll get 15% off your order, and I'll have that linked down below for you too. Okay, thank you, Casetify. I love you. Okay, let's try and add in some more like detail aspects to this, like the stairs. I might even make the foundation a little bit taller just so that it's more substantial looking. We have this really nice foundation swatch that matches, so I'll use that. Okay, I wonder if I could redo this roof to like maybe try and sneak a bit more of a second floor up there. See, doing it like this does hide the weird bit of the column that was poking out. It just won't be like the exact right angle, like it kind of rounds it a little bit, which is maybe weird, but I think it's it's maybe a little bit better because it sort of has more of the shape we were going for. At least this orange swatch of the roof trim is like the exact right shade too. But now I'm kind of wondering, like, is this window too big for over here? Should I use the smaller one? Or like put it a little bit lower or something just so it looks better from the front? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I realized how small this house was. Like, I don't think I really thought about it until just now when I'm sort of looking on the interior and realizing that there's no space in there at all. So, you know, maybe we did need that second floor up there. Now I'm wondering if we could get like a really nice big porch back here. Wait, this probably looks bad with the rounded piece because there's no like pillars there. So it just curves with no support. Okay, we could do a big back porch, but we probably shouldn't have it be curved like that. I think it looks a little bit weird when it's curved like that. I don't really like a lot of the flooring options. I have such a negative opinion of like orangey toned wood. So when I look at any of these, I'm like, yep, that's ugly. Yep, that's uglier. That one's too red. Oh, that actually works. Okay, wait, that one isn't so bad either. I can use that on the inside too. I guess the entire house is meant to be a pumpkin theme, so I might have to accept the orange thing. Can I just put like a little door to the outside, like right there or something? All right, I think this is pretty nice. I think I want to use this roof because it's like maybe sort of warmer toned, although is there anything like more orangey? I don't think I want to use that. I'm kind of struggling with what roof to pick because I think that something like this sort of ties in the color and the stone, but it's also like not really very matchy to the color of the windows. And then this one is like a weird texture, but the color looks cool. I'm not really sure that a roof this shape would be gravel. I mean, I guess it's The Sims, so it like doesn't really matter. We can just do whatever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. The colors of these are not good. I actually kind of like the blue, but not with this color of roof. Like that looks absolutely terrible. We'd have to get like a creamy color, but then like this roof absolutely does not work with this. Why don't we have something like this? This one is blue. That's why I did the blue first. The blue and orange is really like traditional craftsman. Oh, wait a minute. With that roof color, I'm still not really set on the blue. But I think that this looks good with the windows. That's like too much of the same color. That's like too gray. I need it to be cream. I need like a nice creamy color for the walls. Does that look too bland to you though? Like the blue was kind of fun, but it also felt like it was kind of the wrong shade of blue. I think I just liked the idea of blue and not that blue. I think a little bit of landscaping is sort of starting to help tie it together better. And then once we start adding some fall decor, like the pumpkins and a wreath, you know, the entire reason that I built the house. Is it ridiculous to have like a giant fall themed welcome mat? Also, how obvious is it that I like just rotated one of the pumpkins backwards to do this? Because I thought that maybe I would put like this jack-o'-lantern backwards so that way we can maybe mix and match a little bit more. I think sizing it up is bad. I don't think that we should do that. I think the most that we can do is just have like a sized down variant. Oh, but there's also these pumpkins. And these are more like the Pinterest girlies vibes, you know? What happens if I size a pumpkin all the way down? That's kind of cute. You know what? That third pumpkin is actually kind of cute. Look, I gave him a little face. He's so adorable. I feel like all my dreams are coming true right now. This is exactly what I wanted. There is some more like really autumnal decor. This guy, Patchy, I don't know if I would call him decor because he is like a functional item. Like if you befriend him, he'll come to life and he'll help you garden. But we could use him like decor in the front. You know what? We could probably also get like some garden planters on the side here. We don't really have much of a backyard because I put a giant patio. So we can maybe like add in some planters on the side and then, you know, plant some crops in there or something. I'm not sure if it looks weird or not, but maybe once I start putting in some more landscaping, it'll make more sense. We can even use like some extra pumpkins over there or something. I don't know if that's too much, but I like it. So there's genuinely some really cute like gardening themed clutter as well. Like all three of those items are so good. I also kind of forgot to put windows on the side of the build, so I should probably do that as well. I'm really liking the landscaping on this build. Obviously it's not like super detailed because it isn't a really big lot, but it's simple, it's cute, it's got some like really pretty orange flowers. And I also feel like it fills in the lot really well. Like we've sort of taken up the whole space, which I like. Oh, they even have a Halloween mailbox. I always forget about these. I might just use the fall one instead of like going out and doing Halloween. Halloween's gonna end soon, but we still got some time with fall. All right, I think the exterior is done. Let's try and figure out this floor plan. Okay, I wonder if we did something like this. That's maybe a little bit ridiculous, but do you think that could be like a 2-bedroom house? No, That's silly. Maybe it could be like one bedroom here, hallway, and then a bathroom on this side. It's annoying because this side has the big windows, but this side has more space. I'm just looking at this, trying to figure out how on earth I'm gonna split it up. I feel like, honestly, this might make for a good kitchen. It's nice because we can also kind of like block it off in the corner and then have some cabinets and some tile. And then we could have like a living room and a small dining table or something. I would sort of like to split this into like dining and living space, but I'd also like to put a fireplace by the chimney. Why is that the only fireplace from Seasons? I don't want this. I don't need this. And this one doesn't have good swatches that match anything, so maybe we don't need a fireplace? Okay, I'm not sure I love those chairs, but I might use them anyway. I will admit there's some kind of fun decor. Oh, no. Wait. Look how cute that would be on the dining table. As if we actually need that big of a dining table. We have like no space in this house. There is no room for that many Sims. We could always try and like switch it so that this is another bedroom. This might actually work and be a better use of the space. I guess just like more practically, but then the only door to the patio is in the bedroom, and like the only bathroom is upstairs with these giant windows. That is fixable. I could just put a smaller window. A 2-bedroom house does make a lot more sense. Is it really weird of me to try and put like a built-in bookshelf in this weird little nook? Because I think that looks really cool. I kind of like it. I wanted the kitchen to be a little bit smaller, which I realize is a very weird thing to say. Oh no, I don't know what cabinets to use. I don't like any of these. These don't match anything at all. Maybe I'll use these with the white on top. It just like does not match the wood that we picked at all, but that's okay. You know what? That's actually a very realistic kitchen layout. We have this like really interesting rug shape. I wonder if we could try and use that in the kids' room or something. I feel like it fits okay up there. Oh, this table is so cute. I always forget that it exists. Should we use that? Or is it too much? I mean, it probably makes more sense to use this one. Because this one is like a nice dining table thing. But this is so cute. Does it fit upstairs? Wait, we can put it in the hallway upstairs. And we could put like a mirror above it or something. It probably makes more sense to use this one in the dining room though. It's like a combination entry and dining room. I think that works for this purpose. We did get some couches with Seasons. I'm just not sure if they look bad or not, but I think that's okay. And it ties in a little bit of blue, which we don't have any of right now. Okay, speaking of things that I don't have, I need to put a trash can outside somewhere. Also probably one inside, maybe like right there. I'm starting to worry that I might be trying to put too many pumpkins in here, but here's what I've got in the living space so far downstairs. We have like a little dining area, living area, kitchen. I actually really like this and I think it turned out cute. Here's the bathroom. Again, nothing super fancy. It's just a really small bathroom. I'm not sure we can really put that much in this hallway either because it's not huge. I think just like the table and the mirror and maybe a bookshelf or something like we talked about. I kind of want to use orange on the walls, but a lot of the swatches that we have don't like super match this rug. Maybe I'll use that one. That's actually horrible. Maybe I won't use that one. Okay, so the bed situation to go in this orange room. Maybe we could do this bed and we could go for like the more orange walls. Like honestly, this is kind of coming together. We can put some posters on the wall and then like some little kids clutter on the desk. I honestly really like this room. I think I'll put a computer in here too, just so that there is one in the house somewhere. This is one of my favorite kids rooms I've done in a while. It's just kind of weird, but in a good way. This bedroom, I have no idea what to do with. I guess we could use the Seasons bed. There's a matching nightstand too. There's also a matching dresser. I'm just not sure if that'll fit in the room because it's kind of tight. Maybe if I try and scoot it into the wall and then the bed into the wall a little bit. I think my Sims can still get through there. There's also a huge mirror that came with this pack, so we can use that. I think they could have a pumpkin. I mean, what else are you gonna put on your lovely dresser other than a pumpkin? Oh my god. I feel like I did an orange solid color challenge or something. It's maybe a little bit much. I can admit that, okay? I can see that it is maybe a little bit much. I sort of like that about it though, like the fact that it is so much orange. It's kind of charming. Okay, and then we have a pretty decently sized porch in the back that I want to put like a table and chairs, maybe a grill. Oh my god, the color of this, like that umbrella with that wood is terrible. I don't like that at all. What about this one? Does this orange come in a better swatch? Yeah, see, like that, the metal is more doable. We could put a little table there, maybe over here we could have, honestly, even like the flower arranging table could be kind of fun. Oh, I always forget about this little Halloween decoration item. That's really cute. I'm seeing like swing sets. I'm not gonna put that on the porch, am I? We also have like a toddler pool, but we don't have a toddler. I mean, we probably could just do the flower table and a couple little planter boxes and then like leave it kind of open. It's It's not so bad. It's nice to have space sometimes. And you know what? I think that could be the whole house finished. I am really happy with this one. I initially started off thinking I was gonna build like a base game haunted house, and then somehow it turned into a pumpkin house, but that is totally okay with me. I'm not complaining. I'm sticking this on the gallery if you want to download it. It's just the base game and season, so hopefully a lot of you should be able to play with it. Oh my god, please. Okay. Every time it does that, I think it's gonna crash and I get so scared because I didn't save. Okay. Just to be safe. But this is the finished product. We've got like a cute little outside area. In the inside, we've got a little dining, living, and kitchen space. There's a downstairs bedroom, an upstairs bedroom, and also just one bathroom. So it's not huge. It's also kind of expensive considering how small it is, but I really like it. Thank you again to Casetify for sponsoring this video. Make sure you go to casetify.com/lilsimsie to save 15% off of your order. I'll have that link down below if you need it. And if you like Sims builds or just generally Sims gameplay like this, I play The Sims literally every day here on this channel, so feel free to subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. I currently have 3 pumpkins by my front door in real life. This is making me think that maybe I should get some more. I don't think I actually will because it is possible to have too many pumpkins, but maybe I could have like 5.